Hey, what is going on, guys? Father Gamer here, and welcome back to some more Blade and Sorcery. Do you know what? I've been having a look, and do you know what I've noticed? That mods for Blade and Sorcery are actually starting to get good again. So today, we're going to be taking a look at 5 that you absolutely need to try. So, without further delay, what do you say we begin? Okay, so the first mod that we're going to be taking a look at today is the Headbreaker. Now, it's not stolen or anything like that. It is a remake of the original mod, and this one is available for Nomad as well. And for those of you that aren't aware, what this mod will allow you to do is completely destroy people's heads. That's perfect. And you see, it didn't disappear there. That might be a little bit of a bug. Let's try again. There we go. There's no sign of the head this time. So it must just be a little bit of a bug which happens from time to time. Okay, let's give this guy a punch. Now you can see that that didn't destroy his head, and that's because it requires a certain amount of force to be able to do it, which you can edit in the mod book because it is completely configurable. Let's just see if we can give him a good run up to the wall. Oh, you're still going? There we go. Goodbye, head. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet, but if you're a Nomad player, you can also hold the skull fragments of your enemies in your hands, provided you are on the scripting beta, and you have to make sure you download the Nomad version, because the PCVR version, of course, will not work. I almost forgot how much fun it was just killing these people. You know what, guys? I'm sorry it's been so long since I've done one of these videos. It's been a mixture of, the mods did slow down a little bit, and I just got really tired of it doing it so much all the time. But I am back now. I found a new energy for it, and I'm ready to get back to it. And by the looks of it, a lot of the mods are starting to get better. And of course, we do have the full release just on the horizon, which I'm sure will add so much good stuff to the game and provide plenty of opportunities for new and exciting mods. But on that note, what do you say we go ahead and take a look at the next one? Okay, so the second mod that we're looking at today is the Blood Effects Overhaul 3. Now, for those of you who have a keen eye, you will have noticed in the last mod showcase, my blood effects was different. And that's because I have this mod. Now, if I just go over here and stab this gentleman, you can see that we have a nice little spew of blood. We have a nice little splatter on the ground there. The particle effects have been overall improved. We get a lot more of them, as you can see there. And it gets very messy. But of course, you can configure how much blood you see in the mod book as well, if you'd like to change that and play with different settings. Okay, so I just spawned in a few guys to fight to help me show this off. Now, most of you will know that I always use blood mods. In fact, I like to use a combination of them together. But I've noticed this mod tends to try and combine a lot of the different effects that those mods had, all in one, which is obviously extremely cool. It does come with a little bit of a recommendation that you should try and disable your default vanilla blood effects. And it does come with a little tutorial to show you how to do that. I haven't bothered, so you can see what it's like as it is, which I don't think is too bad. There is apparently a little bit of a bug where if you go into a really dark area, it can look a little bit discoloured. This is something the mod author has claimed to try and fix, but has had no luck. But on that note, what do you say we move on to the next mod? Okay, so the next mod that we're going to be looking at today is the Arrow Trick Arrows for U12. Now, this mod adds Oliver Queen's quiver into the game, which you can then use just like any normal bow and arrow. You can just shoot NPCs like so, and you can see that the arrows are actually nicely tipped with this like green material. I don't know too much about the lore, but they work rather well. Okay, so this one is called the bowler arrow. Now, when this one gets fired at an NPC, it's going to wrap itself around their feet, making them unable to move and get up again, as you can see. Now, he is still alive, for those of you that are still wondering. He just can't move, but we are going to fix that little issue for him now. This one is the electric arrow, which will allow you to stun your NPCs. Now, all you have to do is fire it at them like this, and they're going to be electrocuted. Now, this won't kill them, it just stuns them for a little bit, so you better be ready with your secondary blow. Oh my god, she's immortal. Let's try again. There we go, we got her. So yeah, the electric arrow. This next one is called the explosive arrow, and I'm sure you could probably guess why. Let's just give it a little bit of a fire. I like that sound, wait for it. Yes, okay, that has to be my favourite one so far. Moving on to the Trank Arrow. Now if you shoot this one at an NPC and give it a little bit of time, he will drop like a titan. So he's out for the count now. He will get back up again if you leave him long enough, unless you kill him like I just did there. But no, they do get back up again. It just tranquilizes them for a short time. This next one is called the Rope Arrow. Now this one will allow you to shoot it anywhere you want, and it will attach a rope that you can use to pull yourself up to wherever you want to go. Just like this. I can imagine this would be extremely useful in some other maps, especially the dungeons, if you want to create your own more interesting paths around the dungeon. And to deactivate, you just let go of the bow. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. So this next one we're looking at is called Cleanse. Now this does require me to get my sword a little bit dirty. So if I just go ahead and get my weapon all bloodied up, I'll be able to show you what this mod does. Now you see all the blood on our weapon here. Now it's gone. We were just able to clean our sword with our body parts. Let's just try that again real quick. There we go. Let's get it all nice and messy. Oh, the blood on our weapon, which we're just gonna wipe away with our hands and body parts. There we go. Sparkly clean, ready to use again. Let's just get a few more people in here so that we can try this again. Now, you know, mods like this are extremely useful to content creators like me. For example, if I just wanted to start my next mod showcase and I wanted my weapons to be all nice and sparkly without spawning in a new one, then I'll just be able to clean it. Now, I can't use the environment like that. You have to use your body parts or the ocean. Well, we don't have any ocean here, but I've been told that also works as well. Try it out for yourselves. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the final mod that we're looking at today is the Wind spell. Now what this spell will allow you to do is summon a gust of wind, I believe that was supposed to be, which you can just cast towards your NPC, and it's going to do all kinds of crazy things like swoop them off their feet, it can slash at them, it can kill them, it can do anything you want really. It's a basic spell designed to look like wind. It's a little bit like a green Destructo disc, I guess, but that is not the only thing that you can do with it. You can also dual cast it together to form a tornado, which will send your NPCs on holiday. They definitely went traveling, and then it disappears just like that. Now, this can be a little bit hard to cast. Like, it's hard for me to predict where things are going to go when I cast it. But I'm sure that's just something which would get better with some practice. Oh my god, we took a head off! So like I said, this can sometimes hit them really well, or sometimes not hit them at all. At least that's the experience that I'm having with it. Yeah. It doesn't do a lot of damage either. Let's see if we can finish these guys off with a tornado. There we go, that did the trick. And on that note, guys, I think that's going to be it for the Wind spell. Check it out for yourself. Okay guys, that's all I've got time for today. I hope you've enjoyed the mods in this video, and if you have, you can find a link from down in the video description below. And of course, if you've liked my video, you can let me know by smashing that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new, subscribing for more. I'm Father Gamer, bye for now.